Dragon
burns, they'll
SpaceX for
put
weather
Dragon.
update.
Oh, sounds like we're going to get a weather update real quick for the crew.
Go ahead, Spacer.
Yeah, we're currently just evaluating a constraint on the field mill rule, which looks at lightning energy dissipation. We expect to have an update at about T-minus 20 and more information there on whether we would be able to continue into the prop load or scrub at that time.
Okay, Jay, thanks for the update. We appreciate it.
Copy. So I'll give you some more words in about 6 minutes.
Okay, so it sounds like we're going to find out in about 6 minutes if we're going to have enough time. And John, I was referring to a couple of those weather situations where we have to have a certain amount of time. In this case, with the field mills, about 15 minutes. So they have until about 16 minutes and 30 seconds to really make sure that we're going to have enough time for that to dissipate. So we're going to be listening for that weather update in just a couple of minutes, but it is going to be a pretty interesting trip uphill for them once they actually get on orbit.
And a very exciting countdown with 6 minutes to figure out if we are launching today. But targeting back to what we were talking about, next Dragon will make its approach and actually dock with the space station. This is a very different process from what we've seen with Dragon cargo deliveries in the past, which used a process called berthing. Now, berthing requires a spacecraft to approach the station and then stop so a crew member can maneuver the station's robotic arm to capture the spacecraft. Docking on this version of Dragon can be done autonomously.
Stage 2 cryo-helium load started.
Autonomously with no crew aboard the station. It's typically a faster process, both when arriving and leaving, but it does still require pinpoint accuracy to approach safely.
Once captured, a spacecraft then gets attached to a common berthing mechanism. It's the same type of port that we use to connect each of the modules together on board station. It's a little bit slower process than docking, but the hatches are significantly larger than docking ports, which makes them perfect for bringing up large cargo items.
Dragon will spend up to 120 days docked before preparing to return home. Following successful completion of Dragon's test objectives and cargo loading operations, the crew will close out the cabin, perform final system checks, and configure the vehicle for undocking. Once the automated undocking sequence is complete, Dragon will complete 2 departure burns using its Draco engines, pushing it away from the space station.
And then after Dragon departs the station, it's ready for its trip home. That'll have deorbit entry and landing and a number of other operations. If you're looking at this animation, it might look like we're playing the one we played originally in reverse, because that's kind of how it goes, but just a little bit quicker. All of the operations following the final departure maneuver will include things like trunk separation, closing that nose cone again, executing a deorbit burn, and once they're inside the atmosphere, deploying drogue and then main parachutes, and then finally splashing down off the Florida coast, at which teams will move in, get Bob and Doug up out of the water, and get them out of the capsule once they're on the boat. So we have 4 minutes now until we get that next expected weather update. Let's go down now to the team at Kennedy. Murray?
All right, thanks, Dan. If you're just joining us, we are now T-minus 23 minutes and 48 seconds from the first launch of astronauts to the International Space Station from U.S. soil in 9 years. We're going to find out in less than 4 minutes if the weather looks good for that. And this will mark the beginning of a new era where more people will be able to fly to space than ever before. In fact, we took a poll a little bit earlier to ask you if you had the opportunity to fly to space, would you go? And 86% of those of you watching answered that you would go to space.
That's an incredible number. I think, realizing that you don't have to be a military astronaut or a NASA astronaut to fly in space. You can be a regular civilian, just a regular person going up to space on a SpaceX type rocket. So I think that's why the numbers are so high.
Yeah, and we are really thrilled to see all the folks watching along online. I know we certainly hope that that this is a go, but we're going to hear a little bit of a weather update in less than 3 minutes now. And Leland, I know they're waiting for a weather update, and they've come, almost all the way down the count. What do you think Bob and Doug are thinking about right now?
We on SES 129, we were having some weather problems, and I think we were getting close to the countdown, and then it seemed like the sky just cleared up right above our heads. We saw it and we knew we were going, and we always know that, you can have any types of delays, fuel delays, all kinds of things that can happen. But we train over and over and over again for these types of scenarios. And so, we want to be safe. We want to be safe for our families, and we'll, do this another day if it doesn't work with the weather.
It's going to work.
That John I always says, weather. It's that thing that everybody talks about, but no one can do anything about it. And it is.
I hope it works, guys. I hope it works.
To Mother Earth, she's going to tell us if we can go or not today.
Well, if it happens, I mean, look at it this way. Bob and Doug got one really great rehearsal in, right?
It's always best to practice and practice and practice, yes.
Hopefully,
So again, we're
Hopefully,
minutes now from
everything works like it's supposed to.
update that is going to go directly to Bob and Doug, and we will quiet down so we can listen in for that, because I know we can't wait to find out what that is. And those of you watching that have been following along, we are eagerly awaiting to hear whether the weather is going to be a showstopper today.
See if I can do it full screen. So can y'all see the screen and hear me audio?
This class can seem really deceiving at times, right? You see the blue skies peeking through and you think everything's fine, but you just don't know. So we have those long weather.
Okay, it's working, I think.
Absolutely. And I know, we've talked about it before.
Yes, I hope we, man, if I had the money to go, I would be going to space. I ain't even playing.
They needed to come down somewhere in the ocean.
I'm about it.
They need to consider.
I think it's so interesting. I think it's amazing.
To go out and get them in a situation like that. So there's so many variables, and that's why.
I don't know.
Not just-
Hopefully it's not feeding back too bad here between the audio that I'm hearing and the audio that y'all are hearing. But I am so freaking pumped. I need to get the popcorn ready. I need to go out here and get me a, oh, there's a spider on my camera.
We're gonna listen
Get off here.
now. We're just seconds away from
Woo!
the weather update.
But hopefully this weather update clears and we get to see this bad boy launch, because I am super excited. I didn't know anything about it until my dad today texted me and said, "Hey, are you watching this?" And I said, "Watching what?" And he told me, and I was like, "Oh, I got to go right now. I got to go see what's going on." Gotta get out of the solar system and out of low Earth orbit. I know, right? It's raining here today. And it looked like it was coming mostly from out in Florida, so
10 minutes. I don't think we're going to get there with any of the rules today. I'm going to give you 10 minutes. I mean, another 10 minutes past T0. 16:45 local. I think we'll probably be clear on all the rules, but not quite going to make it for this. Okay.
So is it not happening? Is it not happening? They're already locked in and loaded, man. Go ahead and shoot them up there. I'm pumped. 18 minutes. I guess we'll know something if we can, if they can launch. But Elon Musk, man, is an amazing specimen.
Didn't sound great right there. That was the weather net going out, but we're still standing by.
He's probably an alien himself to be able to launch like this. But if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time we've launched out of the United States astronauts in 10 years. So this is a pretty big deal. I think we've been going to Russia to get up to the International Space Station. So I'm pretty excited for this. I'm sure all the people that's doing the flat earthers are watching. Hopefully everybody in America is watching this historic moment right now.
And we're going to continue to listen in for an update. But in the meantime, we're going to go over to John Insprucker at SpaceX headquarters in California.
So he can get back to his home planet. What's up, Nacho Dance Garage? I wouldn't doubt it. He's like Buzz Lightyear. He landed here and he's got to get back to Star Command. Imagine how nervous those astronauts are right now. Yeah. Yeah, we want them to be safe, fan. It's just I want to see, Tard Squad would launch it with the wind. We'd just go sideways.
So at 17 minutes,
Yeah,
we'll make that call because shortly after that, we will begin loading liquid oxygen onto the second stage. So if we're not going to have the opportunity to launch, the clock's going to run out and stand by.
Continue to violate a couple different weather rules that we now do not expect to clear in time to allow for a launch today. Go ahead. Today's launch attempt. Launch.
They might be excited because they're not launching the astronauts there.
Launch abort has started.
In Dragon SpaceX, unfortunately, we are not going to launch today. You are go for 5.100 launch scrub.
So we're not launching today.
5.100. It was a good effort by the team.
Dude.
We understand.
Yes, I would go. What's up, Steve-O? Screaming Z1 in the house.
We've heard the call from.
Hadn't seen you in a while.
Informed that Launch Director Mike Taylor has called a scrub for the day, and we got the feedback when the Dragon team and
I don't want no scrub.
they said we gave it a good try, what they understand, and we are here to try another day.
So when are we
So
going
right
to
now
try
we
another
can,
day?
Officially hold the clock. It looks like a T-minus 16 minutes, 54 seconds. The launch automatic sequence that controls the Falcon 9.
Yes, if I'm home and I'm able to launch the stream when we actually get to do it, I will be streaming it.
We practice this every launch, so now we move into safely taking the propellants, the pressurization gases back off the first and second stages.
Okay.
As things get into a safe configuration, then we will disarm the escape system on Dragon, and we'll bring the crew access arm back around
Yes, sir.
the
So we're at 75%
spacecraft.
on.
So right now, we got down to just inside 17 minutes.
Second
The
stage.
hardware will.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sure it does, fan.
We had the fuel loading going on. We had liquid oxygen loading.
Yes, I am
on the second stage. And the weather just
interested when they're going to do this. When are they going to
We didn't have that time because we had an instantaneous
launch again? Are they going to try to launch it an hour from now? Or are they going to do it tomorrow?
For the day, per the safety rules that we have for this flight.
Oh, I'd love to see it in person, dude. If I could do that, I'd be there with my phone out, being like, "We're going to space out here. Take me to the space station."
We had a good.
What's up, Trex? Appreciate you coming in. I don't think that they're going to launch. I don't know if they're.
Saturday we did a dry one, I should say. And today we've done a wet dress rehearsal. But sorry, we just couldn't get there, Dan.
The astronauts look so much cooler now than what they did back in the 70s.
Obviously, we can't control the weather.
Their suits and everything.
Down to the wire there, hoping we could just squeeze in between those cloud systems, get a launch today, but it wasn't to be. But it doesn't mean this.
I need my NASA shirt on right now.
Coming up in just 3 days, so we're going to be doing this all over again, essentially on Saturday.
Saturday.
30th, and that launch attempt is going to be coming at 3:22 p.m. Eastern time. So a little bit
Okay.
earlier in the day.
3:22 p.m. Eastern. We will be.
Today, with the crew waking up, going through suit up.
They're heading to a far distant planet called
We're gonna feel a lot
Planet of Tard Squad, making tracks where everybody's burning tires and not drugs and popping wheelies for days. That's where they're headed. No, we're going to they were launching to the International Space Station.
Yeah, the initial weather report still had us at about, I think, a 40% possibility of violation. So weather a
No,
little bit better.
we're never too old, fan.
We're gonna be kind of wrong.
We are never too old, fan. You're only as old as you feel. Well, sometimes I feel pretty old, but
So the vehicle appeared to be
you're only as old as you feel.
throughout the day, both Dragon and Falcon 9, so we didn't have to scrub for any technical issue. We're going to continue and follow.
I'd go, man, in a heartbeat. I know my dad would too. He'd be all about it. He would jump on that bad boy tomorrow if they said, "Hey, you want to go?" He'd be like, "Sign me up." I would too.
A partially loaded rocket, and then once they're able to
But I think
that launch escape system,
with,
swing back out, they'll make their way once again they came, and then we'll be back to crew quarters for Bob and Doug for a few more days.
I think it'd be hard to leave the kiddos, but if it was like a month trip or something, up and then back, I think that at some point they're going to make it to where they can send regular civilians if you can pass the test up there. I don't know if I could handle the G-force thing. I think I'd pass out.
Expecting about a 40-minute offload time.
I have been training with donuts my whole life, though. So I don't know. We'd have to see. Send the TARP squad to the moon. We're going.
About 40 minutes for all that fuel to come off. So again, once that fuel comes off, Bob and Doug will be able to disarm the launch escape system. That crew access arm will swing back out.
Well,
they'll be able to make their way.
No launch today, people.
So
let me
unfortunate screw up today because of weather. That was the one thing we were tracking from the
move
weather
that.
started today. Watching Bob and Doug get suited up for their launch. We did abort today's launch or scrub.
Oh, I had that muted the whole time, so y'all hadn't heard anything that they're saying. I'm just sitting here listening to everything that they're saying.
So that's going to move us to our next attempt, which is coming up on Saturday.
All right.
And that time is going to be 3:22 p.m.
So Saturday
a little bit early.
at 3:22 p.m. Eastern time, I'll have my kiddos, but we will be doing a stream on it. Yeah, civilians with big money. You have to have big money to get to go to that, I'm sure, to get to go to space. But I want to see somebody. I mean, it'd be awesome to vlog from space. You know, oh, we're on the rocket. We're going up now. Oh my gosh, look at my face. The G-forces. Look, I'm weightless. I've never felt so light in my life. I'm as big as I've ever been, but I feel so light. It's like that lighter than feather, or light as a feather, stiff as a board stuff. But we'll give you a little sneaky peek of the KLX, or the KLX, hooked to my KLX. On my Sweetness, my KP Mini 150 with the green Rams. I was planning on riding today, but it is raining like crazy. So, no KLX video. KLX. I keep calling it a KLX. No more American Life in video today. I was filming a video with Stark Exalt. Oh, my kids are going to love it, fam. They're all about it. We're all about space and any kind of flight, any kind of space stuff. We're all about that stuff. But I was going to do a video today because I had a request on YouTube to do a video of me riding the bike with the baffle in it. To go out and ride with the baffle in, and then halfway through the ride, take the baffle out and ride home without the baffle. So you could hear on camera the difference in sound. I have the baffle in now, and I rode it just a little bit yesterday, and it doesn't sound bad with the baffle. It's a lot quieter. It still has the popping when you downshift and stuff. It still has the popping and everything, but it's not as loud, and it's not as many pops. I like the pop and the old cherry bomb sound. I'm about it. I love it. I remember my dad had an old GMC truck. I don't remember what year it was. Blue long bed. If I could find one, I'd get another one just to have it, because that's the truck I grew up in, riding around in. And they had like a cherry bomb resonator in it, and it would blah 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 when you'd come to a stop, and I loved it. So me personally, I like it with the baffle out. But if you're trying to go somewhere into a parking lot or be riding where you shouldn't be doing stunts and riding like that, the baffle does take the sound down a lot, so you can get in and out, kind of sneakiness. Go to NPN site and direct stream. I'll figure out a different way. This was kind of like just rushed. I'm surprised that I could even get my face on there and the stream popped up at the same time on my stuff, because I do not know how to do none of this stuff, guys. I don't even know how to put a link in the chat over there. So what is up, Dorito? We were streaming the launch that didn't happen today because of the weather. But we want everybody to be safe. We don't want them to be launching and see something drastic or dramatic happen live. We don't want that. We want everybody to be safe and return safe to their families. So they have protocols in line where that does not happen. So what they do is they have all these different stuff that they got to check the list off. Everything has to be perfect before they can shoot a freaking rocket into space. I mean, come on. I would never think of getting strapped to a rocket and sent off. So those guys get to spend some more time with their family till Saturday. I think today, what is today, Wednesday? They got 3 more days to spend some time with their family and everything before they get up and say, hey, honey, today's the day. I'm going to go on to work. I'm going to space, and I'll be home in a few weeks or months or however long they stay up there. Make sure my dinner stays warm because I'll be back. They ain't going to send it up today. Weather messed it up, so they're going to be doing it at 3 o'clock. Tune in 3 o'clock Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern on eTard Adventures, because we will be streaming that bad boy. We'll be on here just making jokes and having fun, you know. It's a pretty serious matter when you're shooting 2 people in a rocket to space, but we can make fun of it and have fun as they do it. Something so serious. I'll probably have my kiddos with me, and it's going to be freaking awesome because they're going to get to watch as well. Got the front mag for the Reaper. It's front rim time. That's what's up. You're not too far from where they launch at, so when they do launch, you'll be able to see it, huh? You'll be able to see that blasting off. Why? Trash and Treasures, haven't seen you in a while, man. Hope you're doing good. It's hard to keep up with everybody on YouTube, man, and check in with every single video. But I'm glad you seen the stream and come in. Well, if you're working on Saturday, you can tune in if you're able to. Probably be working. Yeah, I got the kiddos on the weekend, and that is the most important work, is your kids and your family. I got crap all on my face. I've been messing with the KP Mini. I readjusted my rear handbrake this morning. It has to be perfect. So we basically got 2 calibers on the back of that bad boy. We have our stock 1 piston caliber, and then we have a 2 piston nastiness on the bottom down there that controls our handbrake. So when we're riding wheelies without using our foot brake, well, if I can show you here, you can stand up on the seat and still cover your back brake without having to touch this brake. You just use the other lever that is mounted above your clutch. I will be doing a video, excuse me, on that soon. For all the people over on Facebook that want to know how to set up a handbrake, we will try to let you know how to do it, what parts we used. You're still going to have to make your own bracket and all that good jazz, but it'll get you in the right step. Bub's got his on pretty quick. It took me a little while to get mine going on mine because I had to get some I had to order some parts and stuff. He had a lot of parts available already. And but show the people, even on Honda Groms or whatever you're wanting to put something on, you can use that for any of these smaller minis like this. I did want to give a shout out, give a good shout out to Mr. Redbeard's Garage for shouting us out on his channel so much. If you haven't seen his newest video out, he's doing a mini bike. He's getting back to the roots, man, and doing something and doing a build that anybody can do. A budget built mini bike. Well, it's actually, he got the frame pretty cheap, and then he's going to put a CR80 motor on it. So I cannot wait to get back up there to ride that thing when he's done. If you've seen the video, then he's probably finished with the build already. So I need to talk to him, because I still got to go up there and pick up a few things from him that we cannot fit in the truck on the way home, because we stayed up there and had too much fun that day. Yes, everybody's doing well and healthy around here. Hopefully it's the same in your neck of the woods. Yes, dude, that's how I did mine, boys. We'd go and we'd buy a pack of Hot Wheels or a pack of the little motorcycles. Every time you went to the bathroom, you got to pick which one you want. So we got tons of Hot Wheels now. But it worked. It worked. Took off today to watch the launch, and they didn't launch it. Well, if I had one of those little rockets, we'd go outside and launch it, but I'm out right now. So we'd do our own SpaceX launch. See if we can go 100 foot or something. But yeah, that's the way to do it, Dorito, with the potty training, man, is the rewards with whatever it is that they're into. Mine was Hot Wheels and motorcycles. So that's what we did for them. Chilling out in the garage. I guess I'm getting ready to tackle the old Honda Spree over there. Elite SR Honda Spree. That is Boatification Son's unit. He put over 1,000 miles on it last summer or the summer before. I can't remember. But he rode that thing a lot. And it runs somewhat, but it's running rough. So we're going to take the carburetor off, clean it, make sure everything's okay, get everything back running, go over the brakes, do a tune-up on it, put a new plug in it, and all that good jazz. Get everything good to where he can ride that bad boy again. And plus, when we go ride the KP Minis, he can go ride with us. We're going to get it running just for now to get it running minty again. But then I think we're going to end up putting an 88cc big bore kit on that unit, and it'll pick it up tremendously. It'll be a lot more faster. Me and my nephew Sean, back in the day, we actually had a Honda Elite, same color purple, but it was the 80cc version, and that thing ripped. So the 88cc on the 50 frame is going to be sick, and it's going to be awesome. I'm not sure what engine. I think it's any mini bike, pretty much. Lonesome's Garage. I think it's any mini bike. If I'm not mistaken, I'll try to see if I can find the link that Nacho Dad's Garage sent me. I know it was like no razors and stuff like that, but I think it's any motor. Also used words like dookie to make it sound more gross. Oh, you got a dookie on the potty? That's funny because every person has their own saying of how it is to go to the bathroom with a kid. Do you got to go potty? I've heard, do you got to go TT? I'm like, what in the world is that? What the hell's a TT? There's my sister texting. She said, I can't believe they had to scrub takeoff. Yeah. TLC's out there singing, I don't want no scrub. Come on, guys. Fire that thing. Scrub is a guy that can't. What? No launch today. Dookie. You got to go take a dookie. That's funny. On my chat screen here on my laptop, it takes forever for a comment to come in. I can see it on my phone, how fast it goes, how quick the comment comes on to my cell phone to the stream. It's about a 2-minute difference, or maybe a minute difference. I was looking at the radar map here. I thought it was going to clear up to where I could take this bad boy for a spin and get some videos out. So what I'll probably do today, after I shut the stream down here in a minute, I'm trying to go 30 minutes or something. Unless y'all want me to stay on longer, I can. Because we do have 7 beautiful people in here. Each and every single one of you. Is I might do the video on my handbrake setup and how we got that on. Since it's a rainy day, you know. You know what I mean, boys. We still got the old pretty shifter cart back there. It's kind of hidden from my sweet E-Tard helmet there, but we got to still do a little bit of stuff on that. I don't usually touch or mess with the shifter cart. That's Bubs' deal. Unless he calls and asks me to do something on it, then I'll mess with it. Y'all have a good one. I got to get back to work. Nice talking to you. Got to get back to it. I don't know if you're working or you're eating or you're fishing or you're duking. We don't know what you're doing, but go back and get to it. And I appreciate you coming in, man. Much love. Redbeard Power Tillotson. The Tillotons are pretty nasty. I'm not sure what motors was on the mini bikes we rode up there, but those things pull so hard, man. With Redbeard on his bike and me on the KLX from like a slow roll, it was dead nuts to the end of his field. Now, with Bubs on the mini bike, because Bubs is lighter, not saying nothing about Redbeard, but Bubs is a little bit lighter guy. And me on the KLX, Bubs pulls me every single time he pulled me. So I have much respect for the mini bikes. Go work on the Suburban. That's what's up, fan. Are you getting rain today? It looked like it was coming from south straight up towards us. So Lonesome's probably got rain and us, and hopefully you're out of the rain there. That or you got the Suburban there and the carport there where you can work on it. I'm curious to see it. You said we ain't never seen that before. I didn't know. I didn't know if you had that parked out in the yard or something somewhere, and you're redoing it or what. But that would be some interesting videos, my friend. Just little Suburban updates would be awesome. And I did see on Facebook on your old ladies, Miss Zena, post. It was like 10-day challenge, and I seen some. I don't know if those were old pictures or not, but it looked like y'all went out and did some riding or something. Might have been old pictures, but if it wasn't, I'm glad you got to ride, because riding is where it's at. Even if you go out and blow people's stuff up or blow your own stuff up, you was still out there having a ball. And it's free cardio. You don't need – the gyms are closed right now. All you need to do is get you a dirt bike that runs, go out in the woods. If she breaks down or something, now you're pushing it. Leg day, full cardio day. Trust me. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. I know because we pushed Aaron James's bike. His bike runs minty. It runs good. But something's wrong with the magneto or something, so the kickstart don't work. So it don't spark when you kick it. It only sparks when you roll it. And when it would die on a hill, we'd have to push that bad boy off. So cardio for days over here. And the last trail ride, that was Monday on Memorial Day. We had a good Monday and a good Tuesday. And Wednesday, I don't know if I might go live tonight. You never know, fellers. We might be working on Living the Flipping Dreams. He's got one of them snapper mowers that we showed you last night. We might pull a little bit in here and start cutting that bad boy. If he does come over, we will be live. So be looking for that. Just if you ain't got nothing to do. If you're bored, you want to come in and chill and hang out with your boy and watch us cut some crap to pieces. I'm trying to remember what he named it. He's going to kill me for not remembering. I don't know. Charles or something. I don't know. He's got a name for it. But, yeah, guys, thank you for coming in. Be watching for streams on Saturday. You don't have to come in. Just make sure you watch some stream somewhere of that launch of the astronauts, because that's freaking awesome. That means we're getting back into the space stuff. We're sending people to the space station from here. We're sending stuff from the space station to here, or from here to the space station. And hopefully next we're going to be going to the moon. That's what I want to see. I want to see the moon stuff. So much love, people. Thank all 8 of y'all guys out there, guys and girls, or guys, whoever's out there. Thank you for coming in. It means a lot when I see numbers and see my friends and family on here. And hit that notification bell, because you never know when the boys are going to go live. Much love. We'll see you the next time. Until next time. Peace.